completely destroyed him back. So like, this is such a nonsensical game. Like, there's no math here. Basically, there's no math in this game at all. It was just all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally that was the moment I decided to start spending resources in the military. Right? It was like I had those resources floating.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
For maybe 10 minutes prior, I just needed.
I swear, dude, like that game showcased so much good stuff. Actually, okay, I'm hopping to game 2 here. So this is the Chinese one that you're talking about, and
Cool.
all right, let me know when you're in.
I'm in.
All right, play at normal speed, and let's see what's popping. Okay, I can already see why you're getting housed, by the way, because you sent all the villas to the TC and you didn't build one house at the start.
Oh, so you're supposed to build one house, which
Yes.
I thought you were. Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, I already have it wrong. I thought you were supposed to go immediately to sheep, and then after you have 7 on sheep, your next build builds a house.
Okay, I mean that is optimal, but let's be honest here. We're not playing for optimal gameplay. Yeah. We're playing for.
And also, it might be optimal, but I don't even do it.
Yeah.
So watch. I go
Exactly.
7 on sheep, send things to wood, and then go fuck. I'm house.
Yeah, exactly. So like. Let's just from now on house first, then sheep, and then at least we fixed that mistake. Yeah, I can already see the damage happening here. Okay, so we got Chinese versus Byzantine. Normally we're gonna analyze. Oh, sorry, I'm speeding up. That's my fault. Normally we want to analyze the Civ matchup, but I kind of want to see this Dark Age first off. So, so let's talk about the map. So Golden Pit. Chinese, good for you? Bad? What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking good because Golden Pit generally is a fairly easily wallable map. And so, you know, a castle, yeah, I could either wall and go fast castle with Chinese. And Chinese are so flexible. I have the option of either going, you know, archers or see, there's my house.
Yeah,
archers, or I could, you know, I can go archers or expos or knights. But I'm still in that mindset of like I want to be aggressive, so I think I just decide I want to try and go archers again.
Okay. No, like I don't mind archers on this map, especially like lower levels, like anything that's not like 1800 plus. I think like feudal aggression does work on this map because yes, your opponent might be early walled and he might be going fast castle, but again, archers can break walls. They don't have the best quick walling behind it, so I like archers here. This is fine, and like you said, Chinese jack of all trades. Good, you know, good stuff. And this, dude, you don't have any sheep anymore.
No, I missed those sheep that are in the fog of war out there on the front of my base. Barely, I just found those.
Yeah, that's unlucky, actually. But... yeah, that's not even your fault. That's just unlucky. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have scouted the left side sooner. I already started scouting way out in the front near the pit. Like, yeah. I don't think I needed to be that far forward if I didn't have my other sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Maybe a small scouting mistake, but I'm going to attribute that to bad luck. However, I will say that I noticed earlier, you're moving your sheep, like your sheep runs out and then you move your sheep from really far into the town center. Yeah, you had like late sheep every time. So like, especially with Chinese, that's not a good sign. You really need like good sheep transitions with that. Use shift click.
Yeah.
You have like 6 vills, shift click the next sheep, good to go.
Okay.
Housed again. Oh god, alright.
I know, man. It's fucking brutal. See, this is my point. So, like, I come out of this feudal probably with no advantage at all.
You basically just lost the resources at the start from Chinese. That's all you got out of the Civ.
Yeah.
Oh god, alright. This is a feels bad moment here. Alright, but the second board's coming in. I mean, your builder is still all over the place, though. You got like 2 on berries, you had only 2 on wood. Definitely some build order problems here. Definitely. Yeah, this is Riot Dash, guys. Welcome to the channel. Those who are just coming in, and we're doing some coaching here. He's around 1300 rating, and I think his goal is to ultimately get to 1600. We have a 5-week program ahead of us. I'll talk more about it in between players here, but this is game 2 with me and Dash, and yeah, we're looking at some build order issues, but nothing we can't work on. All right, so Chinese versus Byzantine. What are you scared of from your opponent here? We already know you want to go archers. What's your opponent's plan?
He could do one or two. Well, he could do a couple things. Obviously, cheap trash. So, especially if I do go archers, I'm looking at maybe an easy skirm response. Again, I'm thinking Golden Pit, especially in my ELO. A lot of people just go wall and fast castle.
Okay.
So those are the 2 things I'm thinking about. But again, you can see my scout's not to him yet still.
Yeah.
So I have 0 knowledge of what he's doing.
Yeah. So in this case, I can actually criticize you scouting too much. Like, especially on a map like Golden Pit, you're actually still missing these 2 unlucky sheeps here on the front. He's going to find them. Oh, does he take them? That's such a
Yeah.
sad story. Oh god, that's depressing. All right, so those two are bye bye. And yeah, you
Yeah,
should...
that's why I dropped 2 farms because I never
okay.
found those sheep. So I was like, and I'm about to run out of food again.
Yeah, that's actually a good decision. That's fine, especially for Chinese. Okay, actually, Dash, you know what their team bonus is?
Their team, I don't know what their team bonus is. Farms plus 45 food. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right, all right. So that's it. The Chinese dropping farm is actually cool. Plays with their team bonus, so you have a good excuse there. And yeah, it's a really good adapting to the situation here. If you didn't drop those, you might not have been able to click up, and you would have had a rough transition now. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, 23 pop. Nothing wrong with your build order, and you're now scouting your opponent. So that's good timing, I'd say, or decent timing.
Yeah. So I see the barracks from him. I see stone. I see gold.
Oh
I
god,
think I run into his TC here. Yep.
ooh, and there's a town bell from him. I can't even tell what's worse. I mean, like you got so much idle time for that scout. That's actually kind of worth it for you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he brought a lot of vills back for
yes.
that, but
Yeah,
I did not need to lose my scout because I saw that barracks clicked around, so I knew his TC was close. I shouldn't have lost that scout.
Yeah.
That was really poor play.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you wanted to do. You want to like run in and do like a tour around his TC, but
Yeah, I wanted to find his wood lines because I saw that neither of those 2 front wood lines, like near the barracks, were being used. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go archers, I want to find the wood lines.
yeah.
But now I don't have vision of the wood line. So I think as soon as I lose my scout, I'm now a little panicked because I don't know what's coming to me.
Yeah, you literally have no idea. Oh, actually, you're starting to wall up. So is this something you want to do anyways, or is this a reaction to you losing your scout?
This is something I wanted to do anyways, but as soon as I lost my scout, I was like, I need to get these down now.
Okay, I do like that. That's good.
Normally, I think if I still had my scout and he's not feudal, I would have saved that wood and maybe tried to go immediate 2 ranges.
Okay.
Instead of dropping, this wall on this side, but instead I go wall on the left side, first range.
I actually like this version better. And again, you're doing town watch. Okay, I have to say though, with this town watch, that if your plan is to fully wall, I would recommend not getting town watch this early.
Right.
But if
he'll have to notify me anyway.
yeah, like the thing is, it's good, but think of it this way: town watch makes you lose a villager right away because it's not a village.
Yep.
Like it costs the same. It costs more than a villager, and it's not a villager you're making. So if you do town watch, you're basically down a villager, which could be good if you're open. But if your plan is to fully wall, which in this case you are, I don't think you actually need town watch this early. So keep that in mind. Yeah.
Okay.
So either you play open, get town watch because it's worth it, or you wall and then you don't get town watch. Because if you wall and get town watch, you're investing the resources into the walls and the resources into town watch, and obviously being down that villager because you're using the TC for our town watch.
Right. Okay. So yeah, now I know I'm fully walled with that house on the top.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking get to 5 archers, get fletching.
Yes, that's the correct play. Again, we might start running into like lack of farms, but actually these 2 farms have already made your builder 10 times better than the last game's builder, because just with 2 farms, now you're floating some food, build production is no problem, and you're good to go with the archers. This is much better than last game's.
Okay.
Okay, and how's the wood
I don't
game?
think I should have put these archers out in front of the gate. I think they should have stayed behind the gate until I had fletching.
Yes, yes. Leary actually always says never move out without fletching. Never move out.
Okay.
So it's
So yeah, he brings his scouts forward, and I lose like these 3 or 4 archers, which just again it slows me down on my aggression.
Yeah, and again, one spear with the archers, it would negate the scouts from ever be able to take a good fight. You gotta really work on mixing a spear.
In general, I mean, obviously it shouldn't be like hit feudal, make a spear, but like if I'm assuming scouts, you're saying it's never a bad thing to make 1 spear.
Like a spear costs it's like 25 cents, bro. It's like a quarter. Like it's like 25 food, 35 wood. Like you just put one in the army and it goes a long way. It's like kind of like when you're going to the grocery store and you're like, okay, like I don't need the candy at the end of the line for a quarter, but I might as well get it. You know what I mean? Like why not? I feel in it. That's kind of what a spearman is for your army here. So terrible analogy, but
no, I hear
you. Just get that spearman in. We need the candy basically.
Oh, so this is what happens. I clicked fletching, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna start heading towards him because he hasn't hit me yet, and then I run into his scouts.
Oh, and okay, you have fletching here, so this is not a bad trade. Yeah, you got a micro. You got to move.
No,
okay.
I'm not paying attention. I think right now. I think I was working on that bill. So then yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, it's not even a bad trade, all things considered. But again, if he had a spear, he kills the spear in 1 archer max. But now he kills your whole army. So Yeah, now chat's roasting me. They're saying that's the worst analogy of all time. Listen, man, I'm doing my best here. This is what coaching with Hera gets you, man. Bad analogies, but good tips. I can live with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I'm like, all right, well, I just lost my army. I know he's got better food eco, so now I feel like I need to catch up in food eco to eventually go to castle.
Yeah.
Still trying to keep just 2 archery range production going.
Yeah, and again, still not making the spears. I mean, I don't expect that to change, obviously. If you didn't make that before, you're not gonna make it
You're
now.
not gonna, yeah, you're not gonna see him, but we'll make that change starting today.
Yeah, for next week, exactly. Okay, so now you're probably really scared of moving out. By the way, your builder is losing track. Okay, you're now seeding farms. You don't usually want to go more than 10 on wood in feudal age here, but okay, you fixed it. You fixed it real quick with the farms. Farm around your mill as well. You had 2 spots there. Fine though. Minor things. Alright, so now you're finally moving out. I mean, this is still really risky moving out, but I don't mind it because I do favor aggression in most levels. And so this is a really risky thing to move out now, but I think it's a good move because you want to get those archers out across the map. But again, recognize that he can have 5 scouts here and clear you. He can have skirmishes and clear you. So recognize it's riskier, but other than that, it's fine to move out.
Yep. All right, I'm thinking that gold.
Gold?
That's where I'm running to.
Yeah, let's take a look at your vision. Yeah. So you see the gold, no woodlands. It's a good target. You even see the farms as well somehow, so that's good as well. I don't know why your opponent didn't wall here. Oh, okay, just passing.
Yeah. I don't know, I pathed up that way, so then I think I was like, oh, I guess I'll park it behind this wood line.
I think there's actually a hole here as well.
Okay. There is. I find it. But
nice.
I didn't know it was there originally, but I do find it. So I go in. I don't attack until I get behind him.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so you're actually getting damage here. All it's all things considered, you won the feudal age basically because you're getting villagers. He never got vills, so this is good. Bill count is in favor of you now by 3. Well, good micro. Ooh, okay, unlucky. Good micro though.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get that 4th one, but oh well.
Do you want to leave here? Do you really want to leave?
I just put stand ground right next to the wood line.
Okay, let me see what I can say here. Because on one hand, I don't mind it because you're playing it safe, but on the other hand, for archers here, I'd rather see you run into his farm eco, which you know is there, run into the other wood line, which you don't really know, but you can kind of explore, and trade them for vills. Because what's going to happen now is that he's going to send scouts, clear them up, and those 4 archers will kill 1 scout instead of killing like 2 vills. And 2 vills
I don't even
obviously
think
way better.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if I kill 1 scout, but you're exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll get the 1, maybe even 2 here, but I mean, thanks to E. But yeah, like 2 vills, I'd much rather you go for them over this. So, and I only advise that when it's like a small army like this. If you have like 20 archers, obviously you don't get the hell out. But if it's just 4 archers, commit to some vills. All right. Oh, villagers coming forward. Okay, so what are you thinking now as you're approaching Castle Age after doing the damage?
Mid control. Well, I'm thinking I'm sending archers forward because I just want to start getting mid control. So I'm in my head. I was thinking I want to drop 1 TC in the middle.
Okay.
And then I go up to 3 archery ranges. So I'm just thinking 2 TCs, 3 archery range expos at the beginning of castle.
Okay. So a hyper aggressive with mid control in mind, with a little bit of economy as well. I kind of like that. Yeah, go on.
Well, I just that's what I'm thinking, and then I neglect to drop the 2nd TC just because of the action that happens, and I think that starts to bite me a little bit.
Okay, this is bad because that's the second time. This would be the second time that you don't drop a TC, even though you can actually afford it here without any problems. I actually don't mind you getting this gold upgrade. Usually I'd say never do that, but on this map it's actually fine, so I'm cool with that. Yeah. I just like that you're spending resources. Thumb ring is cool here though. I like thumb ring here. That's good.
And then I'm also thinking I want ballistics since I'm investing in 3 ranges and thumb ring. So I know that I'm thinking about that. I have the wood to drop a university right now, so I don't know why I didn't drop it already, but I do know that I was thinking about it.
Okay. Actually, you do get a TC at home. Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind that. Someone was asking, by the way, in the chat, why a mining camp and not a town center? So
I was still feudal when I dropped that. But...
Right. Why not delay it a little bit and go for a TC?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. TC in the center. Like mining camp, those villas are exposed. TC, they're protected. So something to consider, especially moving out there. And now you're going forward with the crossbows with Thumbring and Bodkin with 1 armor. You see 3 stables. Now what are you thinking here? You want to keep going or you want to go back?
I decided to be aggressive because I don't see his knights.
Right.
So I don't know where his knights are. So I want to punish. Now I see his knights. So these guys run. But
Good
I have
though.
my second group behind his wood line. And I park between his stables. And then I go and I hit the back of his wood line here.
Oh, actually, you're smurfing here. You're actually popping off. So, like the good positioning of the stables, now you're killing villagers and parking here. That was a clean play. Can we see some claps in the chat for Dash here? That respect for that one. That was nice. I was gonna criticize you splitting your army because that's super risky, but you actually came out on top there. That was good.
Yeah. I mean, I do lose my army, so this is where things start to go bad for me because I lose my army forward, and then I am not prepared for the counterattack.
Yeah.
He's gonna come forward with his knights, and he gets in, which is the big mistake.
Okay. I mean, okay. So if you consider the situation now, you're up 12 villagers. So all you have to do now is not die. I'm sure you're aware of this, this current situation. Don't move out.
Yeah,
with this
I
group.
feel super far ahead. I feel super far ahead.
Okay, please don't move out with this group. You see that group that's coming out of the ranges right now?
Yes, I moved them because I was thinking my gold in the center is the only thing that's unprotected.
Okay.
So that's where I go, and this is the problem because he's gonna run his knights around the top. He's gonna kill that gate before I can get my crossbows back.
Yeah. I was gonna say that gate might as well not be there versus knights. Like that's just a feudal age defense, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. And again, this actually stems from the fact that you don't have a TC in the center. If you had a TC in the center, you wouldn't feel the need to protect it so much.
Right.
You keep
really good point.
Yeah, you keep your archers at home. So I feel like you're just splitting. And now it's the panic quick walls.
I'm terrified now. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, this is okay. Town center quick wall. I've never seen this before. Okay. Dude, that was actually legit.
There's a hole though. Watch, there's a hole. I didn't realize there's a hole. He gets through.
Oh, that was a disaster.
I can see that. Can you see that?
You know,
Jesus fucking Christ.
that's bullshit though. Microsoft, that's not a hole. That is not a hole. Yeah, that's a disaster.
This is a disaster and a half.
Yeah, and like I feel like immediately TC production just stops. Like every time I watch mid-level players get raided, the TC production is the first thing to die. It's like it's for some reason like you guys just never want to make fills when you're getting raided. So I guess a quick tip there is like if you get raided, just spam like 10 vills in your town centers.
Yeah.
So that at least you can recover. Okay. I mean he's trading nice for vills now. Oh, you're attacking him with crossbows at the same time. Okay. Let me think. What do I think of this? So, obviously, it's better to attack him now than to keep your army at the middle of the map. But it would have been better just to keep your army at home and prevent this from happening in general. But
right.
I do like that you're at least counterattacking him. That's good.
Yep. I got a lot of damage in. I think there.
Yeah. I like how you're aggressive with the crossbows. I mean, potentially a bit too aggressive running like into the TCs, but you're getting tons of damage and villagers every time. So I'd say it's worth it. Like I'd rather see this.
My whole eco is idle though. My TCs still idle vills inside of them.
You're making nothing.
I know. I need to just hit tab and G, like just to drop the vills.
Oh god, you're making nothing for like a solid minute. Okay, so now it's back on.
Yep.
Oh, dude, okay. It's like you're reopening the economy, man. The vills are dying to work. Okay. I like how fast you fixed that, though. That was like 2 seconds. It makes you wonder. Imagine if you did that before microwaving. Just fix it real quick. Alright.
It's it is. I think I'm a much better at my decision making than executing on it.
Yeah.
Like once I arrive at like, oh, this is what I should be doing. Okay, then I can get it done. But
yeah, I see handcart coming in at 43 bills again. When I see the same mistake twice, that's not a mistake. That's a habit. That's a habit, Dash. All right, so handcart early, handcart a bit too early. Keep that in mind. I don't mind. It's not the worst thing in the world, but definitely make it around 70, 80 bills is much better.
Okay.
Ooh, we got Pinkward just coming back with a Twitch Prime for 3 months. Pinkward's the homie.
Yo,
right.
Pinkward! I fucking love Pinkward.
Yeah, he's saying Dash Pog you. What's up, Pinkward? How's it going, man? All right. Ooh, Horse Collar. That was a little late.
Yep. I clicked on that and I was like, oops.
It's okay, yeah. Sometimes I think about it myself. I'm like, is it better just to not get it so people don't realize? Like,
Right?
I have my reputation on the line. Like, do I care for the eco now? Okay.
I'd be lying if I said I did. If I played these games without thinking the whole time, Hera's gonna watch these later. It's like, oh man, every mistake I made, I'm like, that's gonna be criticized.
Yeah, it's just like you can already see the laughs in the chat after that one. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what's
Yeah.
your opinion here? Like right now, I'm basically just back. I like just have gotten myself back to where I was before the raid, where I'm producing on 3 ranges, and yes, I'm producing out of 3 town centers, but is there something different I should be doing at the moment, or is going to? I'm thinking, all right, let's just try and get towards imp now. Like keep crossbow production up, boom to imp.
Okay, so like the idea to boom to imp, it's like you can't just skip the rest of Castle Age. At this point, your economy is too far from imp. Like, okay, you're getting it up. Imp in 7 minutes, but in those 7 minutes, why not see another attack? So what I would say is you need a mix of eco, keep the eco going, but also attack because you have really good like upgraded army, really well upgraded army. But at the same time, you're always moving out with no vision of his army. So, okay, you play League, you know that in the jungle, the most important thing is to keep vision of the enemy jungle, right? That's how you make your plays. You can't make a play topside if you don't know where his jungle is because he can counter gank. So, same thing here. If you attack him, you don't know where his army is. He can counter attack you, and that's exactly what he's doing. So, how do you fix that? What's your solution here? Do you mind base trading?
Base trading is scary since he's knights and I'm exposed. I don't have siege, so I can't take out town centers like he can. So I don't think I should be willing to base trade. So I think I need to do one of 2 things. I either needed to just send a vill out and put some outposts out, so I have an earlier warning system, or produce 1 or 2 spears, like you've said, or even a scout or 2, and get them out onto the map. Or one expo patrolling on like the right side of my base, 1 expo patrolling on the left side of my base. Okay. Yeah,
it's like tons of solutions for vision. Once you like think about it, imagine if you're playing on all visible, that would be broken. So why not play as close to all visible as you can get with patrolling crossbows around? Like it's such a small investment. 1, 2 outposts, you already have the habit of getting town watch, and so now this army of knights would never do anything if you had your crossbows, but your crossbows are at his base. I will say, so you had a really good analysis before where you're saying like knights can actually kill TCs, can idle your entire economy. Crossbows can just pick off vills. It's not the same amount of damage here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, again, he gets a lot of good eco damage in because I don't have my expos at home. I mean, I am getting some damage in on him as well, but
yeah, it's not quite the same thing, right? Like, I mean,
his eco's still working. I'm killing a few vills, but his eco's still working, and my whole eco's idle.
Yeah, and again, every time you're getting raided, everything stops. Like you have no production, 0 production. Like that can't happen. That can't happen. You need to get into the habit of always producing, even though you're getting raided.
Right. I have 1,000 of every resource, and I'm not making anything.
Exactly. And like completely idle economy. So
yeah, I'm microing at his base at the moment.
Yeah, so you're microing 7 archers over putting 3,000 like resources to work, basically.
Right. Okay.
And so now you're starting to put the eco back. The micro fails. That's fine though. It's only 7 archers. And yeah, let's just see how like you get back the eco running so quickly as well. It really is sad. Like you can easily be doing this while you're getting raided. You don't have to wait till it's over, you know?
Yeah. So at this point, I've got my castle up. So now I'm thinking we're gonna swap into Chukanu.
That's fine.
So those start producing, and then at some point here, I decide I forget why it is. So maybe I haven't seen it yet. Because at some point I put a couple stables up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you ever need stables here until the late game, where like your opponent might go skirmishers. But right now your opponent has knights. I mean, you can go camels, but better would be pikemen. The camel, like doing camels to make an investment to counter knights.
And now my mid gold with no TC is about to get wrecked.
Yeah, this is like the punishment that should have came in like years ago. Is finally coming in now. Okay, well these guys are pretty much dead instantly.
Yeah, I think I just force drop. Once I notice, I just force drop and then let them all die.
Yeah, that's the best move here. Okay, so again, like you're doing these things that, like even that, it's such a small thing, but it's a smart move to force drop because it's the optimal play. You do the decision, you do the hard stuff right, and you do the easy stuff poorly. And so now you're dropping stables again. Not really a reason why, right? Like, what are you thinking here?
No. Oh, I'm thinking I saw mangonels. I want to be able to snipe mangonels, and then chukanus are for the knights.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't think I even build knights. I think I go light cav.
I mean, I don't mind light cav because I always say like 1 gold unit, 1 food unit, but it is way too early for light cav here. Like, you need to be getting more chukunu out. Probably looking at a second castle if this is a unit you want to commit to, and then getting Imperial Age. Then consider light cav. It's not something you get in like Castle Age, or at least in this position.
I think at this point though, I'm just super focused on my eco and that idea of I just clicked Imperial Age.
Okay. So by the way, all things considered, like it did seem like you're taking a lot more damage, but your opponent actually has the same amount of villagers, and you're up to imp faster. So, like, I guess a lesson from that is that like, even though the score is looking bad, just realize that at this level, your opponent's always going to be making mistakes. So he's never going to be playing optimally. So now, okay. So like this game, I actually, if I had to pick a position, I think I favor your position right now, because you have, I think, a better grasp with the center, a better push towards the center with faster input trebs, and your opponent's just making a castle on the bottom of the hill, so easy to push that in. Okay, so Chukunu light cap combination. Why do you never want to go pikeman in this game, by the way?
I really don't know. I think I have it in my head that Chinese are so, like, I've got that. Chinese are so versatile. They can go ranged or they can go knights. So I'm just like only thinking of those 2 unit lines.
Okay.
I also think there's a piece of me, or I think there's probably a piece of lower elo players that is always thinking in terms of gold units and not where the trash units can be useful in 1v1s.
Right.
So I think that's also part of it. I'm not even thinking about trash units. I'm like, I guess light cav I'm thinking about, but in general, I'm just thinking like, what are my powerful units? So it never occurred to me.
Yeah, so actually, like from my experience coaching, you have 2 types of players. Those who go full trash, like they're not spending a single gold unit ever, and then the people who go full gold units. And I think like you're kind of falling in the trap of thinking only gold. But like the light cap is a really good unit to mix in here. But the question is like, pikeman transition when your opponent is so heavy into knights is so good, because right off the bat you know he's not gonna have perfect micro. And even if he did, pikeman is still good. It still defends your base, prevents you from getting raided. And so definitely an option to keep in mind in late castle. I wouldn't say early castle, it's not good. But in mid to late castle, pikeman transition is actually legit. It's really good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in first, immediate trebs, because I'm thinking he took me off of the center, so he's got to be there now.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Treb is
I scanned with a castle because I have enough stone for a castle, so I scanned and I could not find a single place in the center to place it. So I knew he had things in the center, so I placed it on the top of this hill here.
Oh, that's really smart. Yeah, really smart. So now you know exactly where he is, pretty much in the center. Oh, I'm fast forwarding by accident. I'm around 47 minutes though myself. Okay, so yeah, castle will go down on the top of the hill.
Yeah, once I realize those stone miners are idle is when I do it, but eventually I do.
Okay. Yeah, so it's coming down in a really aggressive location actually. So it's a perfect location to start trebbing down the center. You're going elite chicken, you have bracer. Okay, upgrades are looking pretty good. And your opponent now. Alright, one thing I want to talk to you about is re-scouting. So obviously you have the initial scouting, but now you're basically as blind as you started the game because you don't really know what your opponent's doing at this point. And
right. I don't know that he's putting that castle up at home.
You don't know what units he's going for. You don't know, like, I mean, there's some hints. You see, like, the fletching on the TC, for example. But what I'm saying is,
but I haven't even seen this archery range or this university yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So rescout it's a really good concept or a good thing to keep in mind, especially in the mid game. Just send 1-2 units. You don't even care about them. Just go raid and then look back later to see what you found with that raid, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So now you see the massive cavalier and. Honestly, I think you're in a winning position with your army. You have a better army because the Byzantine cav are pretty weak. But if you just made halves, it'd be 100% winning combination. With light cav, it's a bit sus.
Yeah, it gets a little scary here. I think I do win this fight because I have the hill. But exactly what you're saying. I'm thinking, oh shit, the cav. So I know that my Chukanu are the important unit, obviously, that's what I need to keep alive.
Yeah. Okay, I like the light cav rating here. Again, upgrades though. Upgrades on the light cav.
Yeah.
What are the market prices on? Can I see the market prices ever?
I don't even think I have a market yet.
Oh,
Oh, I'm dropping it now. Yeah,
okay.
see, I'm just realizing I need a market
Gold,
because I have
yeah.
1,300. Yeah, I need gold and I have 1,300 wood and 1,500 food.
Yeah. I love this that you're trying to take gold. This is actually smart. Like, you're going for the gold because you have kind of like control on that right side. This is good. Let's see how you take this fight now. Good. Go to the castle. Patrol. Beautiful.
Yep.
Solid. I swear, you're like a 2K player and a low elo legend in one player. That's like I swear, like part of you is competing in BOA and part of you is being casted on T9's channel for low elo legend Tuesdays. Like,
oh my lord,
this is ridiculous. Like, I swear, you have such good plays and then such bad plays at the same time. But this is really good. Like, raided with the right cav, Chickenu near the castle, and now you're pushing out to snipe the trebs. Beautiful. Going back now? Like, what am I watching? This is some solid gameplay now.
Yep. I think this is similar to that last game where I kind of realized that this is the winning moment of the game, like this fight here. So I'm focusing a lot on my micro here, a lot less on my eco. You can see no more vills at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's micro focus, the TC production first thing to drop. Yeah, we need to work on that. Just like spam the production, then go micro. Again, keeping the Chukunu near the trebs, sniping the trebs. Like, no commentary here, no mistakes here with the micro. This is perfect, almost. Yeah, nothing to say here, really. Just continue pressuring. Okay, actually, there is one thing to say. Now you need to get onto the center again, because you won the center, and you're lacking the gold. You need to get into the center as fast as possible. What I recommend, and this is what I've been doing in my Golden Pit games, group your town centers, put all 3 in the middle, and then just queue vills to the center. Only on this map is what you do that.
I need to make that change because I'm still stuck on like Boobly where I didn't control group TCs or anything.
Okay.
So I still I go tab A to go through all to cycle. But I think I need to get in the habit of like control group 5 or something and just pump vills out of TCs.
Yeah. I know that there's plenty of players that do it. Viper, Nilly, they got all in the habit of control grouping their town center. I actually still don't do it, so I have to manually select them. But like either way, control group is obviously ideal. Put vills to the center and really make use of the gold, basically.
So at this moment, I cleared him out of the center. I had the instinct to keep pushing forward immediately, and then I was like, hold on, let me rebuild my army, because I didn't want to push up the hill without having enough to actually steamroll him. So I think I paused for just a minute here. My trebs go forward, but I think I just paused for like a minute here before actually running up this hill.
Okay. I'm just slowing it down so I can catch up exactly where you're at. Okay. Okay, so now you're making a push to this Chukunu, and I guess like you assess the situation, like you said, and you thought you can win this fight, and you're definitely right. I like that you pause to think about it, because when you're making a push up a hill, it's always the riskiest place for your army to be. So I like that you took a second to think about that.
Well, and I can't tell you the number of games. Like, I think the one we'll watch after this is where I lose a game. I lose the game because I have a winning play, and then I try and like end the game, but my snowball's not big enough, so he ends up defending it and then coming back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Look, your production is nuts now. Like, finally, like, I feel like when you kick back into gear, you always flood your units. I mean, like, there's not a whole lot to commentate here. This is like perfect, like close to perfect, like theory-wise, how you should play late game. Now I should be rushing to 200 pop, which you're on a good track too. I will say though that like your Vill production. Oh, now you're bringing Vills to the center. This is good. Vill production needs to always be going. Oh! Did you 105 him?
Oh, I 105'd him because I was running out of time.
Oh my god! This man is toxic! What? Can I see some Hera 105s please in the chat? Dash. Come on. The nice league host on the cameras, and then behind the scene you're toxic 105 in players? Okay.
Look, if I'm gonna learn from Hera, I gotta play like Hera, right?
Oh, shots fired! Come on, man. How are you gonna do me like that? Honestly, typical league player, toxic game, toxic community. No surprises here. 105ing. Oh god, disgrace. But it works. It works. GG. Dude, that's. I respect that though. I respect that. Okay.
I guess I didn't lose this one. I thought okay. I only lose the first this last one we're gonna watch, but there's still so much I can learn from this.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go back through, obviously eco balance was horrible all through Dark Age. House first on Chinese start. The 7 vills on sheep was correct, but we got to make sure that the sheep are ready and under the TC, shift clicking so that we're not losing time on the food drops.
Yes. For all civs, that's for all civs, especially Chinese. Yeah.
All of Dark Age needs to be fixed in terms on Chinese in terms of that eco balance. But then once we got to Feudal, the big notes were if I'm gonna go if I'm going the archers like I was I didn't need to wall on the left side if I was going to be going I could have gone spear, archers fletching, and not dropped the wall on the left side and saved that wood. It's okay that I did that.
Yeah, exactly. Like the wall is fine. Like it's not a big deal. It's like just 30-40 wood. But the spear should be there, wall or not, for sure.
The big mistake was moving out before, even while researching fletching. Yes, I got it right before that fight, but I left my base before fletching was in. Yeah. Leary would be sad.
Yeah, Leary is founding somewhere.
But so then. But then the second push was okay because I got in on his wood line, but that's where you said after those Vil picks, probably just use those 4 archers to harass the farm eco because we know he's going to kill almost scouts anyway. So I could have gotten more value out of those.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we were late on food eco. We had too much on wood in Feudal, so we were floating wood, which means we were late to castle. I should have waited on the move to mid for a TC in castle instead of a mining camp in Feudal, which would have allowed me to keep my expos at home to defend that first push from him instead of having them out of position for the gate to go down.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much like everything there is up to Castle Age.
Yeah.
If I was to highlight some points in that, it's like obviously the Dark Age stuff needs to get fixed, and then the spears in Feudal Age. That's like the big mistakes that I've seen in both games now. So that's like definitely the 2 things to keep in mind, especially with the Archer play. And then in late Castle Age, I will comment on only a couple things to keep in mind. When you get raided, your Vil production stops. In fact, your Vil production is just stopping randomly when you're microing as well. So Vil production needs to continue happening regardless what's going on. Just like get in the habit of doing that. Every 30 seconds, just spam 2 Vils in each CC. And then the vision is a big thing also in Castle and Imperial Age. So in Feudal Age,
rescouting.
Yeah, rescouting. Yeah, exactly. So in Feudal Age, walling up, scouting what your opponent's doing once, just to see what he's doing. That's cool. Nothing else to do there. But when you get to the mid game, that's when you need to rescout and also patrol archers to make outposts to see where his army is. Again, keep the league analogy in there. You can't make plays without vision in that game, and it's the same here, or at least it should be the same here.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So we got a third and final game here, which is kind of good.
Yeah. I'm actually glad we're going to end on the loss, too, because this will be the most brutal. Be the most embarrassing for me, but...
It's good. It's good. Like, the harsher it is, the more it's going to burn your brain, I feel. So